What's up, guys? We are back again. Jones Subwoofer Solutions. Got another amp dyno video for you today. And today it's something a little different, something special. We have the Jones Subwoofer Solutions JSS-5500 made by Teampie. So you guys have seen these. We're not going to be shy about it. These are the Teampie amps. And I've got the whole series. We're just testing them out. We'll see how they do and see if we can't price them right and see if these will work out as a good amp. So the JSS-5500, what it comes with is a large phone jack style bass knob. It does have the Jones Subwoofer Solutions logo on it, and it is one of the voltage and temperature, see if I can focus there, with protection and clip light. So it is one of these nicer knobs that you've seen. And I think that's about it. That's the 5500 at 1 ohm, and we'll see if it does that. So drop your guesses below, and I'll catch you on the dyno. Alright guys, here we are on the dyno with the JSS-5500. And the way we're going to do things here, we're going to start with certified, and we're going to do 4 ohm, then 2 ohm, then 1 ohm, then we'll do uncertified, then we'll do dynamic, and we'll see how this thing does. So we haven't dropped a guess below. Go ahead and drop a guess, and we'll get right to this. So certified is a test up to 1% distortion. The dyno will stop reading when it sees 1% distortion. So here we go, 4 ohms. I don't have any factory ratings on this, just the 5500 at 1 ohm. So we're starting at 15 volts and 4 ohms. Here we go. At 4 ohms, we got 1,668 watts. We dropped to 14.89 volts. I don't have any chargers on today. We're just floating on the CMAX. So we will continue to 2 ohms, certified. Again, this is up to distortion, up to 1% distortion. 2 ohms, we're starting at 14.9 volts. We got 3,157 watts into 2 ohms. We dropped to 14.74 volts. And now we will go to 1 ohm. These are rated 1 ohm minimum. We're at 14.93 volts. Here we go. Rated 5,500 watts. And we got 5,542 watts into 1 ohm. Dropped to 14.5 volts. So it did make rated. We will continue now with our uncertified testing. Uncertified is the exact same as certified, only the dyno will keep reading even if there is more than 1% distortion present. And again, we're going to start with 4 ohms. And we're at 15 volts. Here we go. We got 1,766 watts, dropped to 14.8 volts. And we'll go and try this at 2 ohms. Starting 14.97 volts. we got 3,297 watts into 2 ohms, dropped to 14.7 volts. And we will try now 1 ohm, rated 5,500 watts. We're at 14.9 volts. Here we go. We got 5,507 watts, dropped to 14.5 volts. So again, did do rated power. We will continue now to the dynamic testing. Dynamic is burst testing. It's a 40 hertz burst track. And again, we're going to start with 4 ohms. And we're at 14.9 volts. Here we go. We got 2,050 watts into 4 ohms, dropped to 14.9 volts. And 2 ohms, dynamic. We're at 14.9 volts. Here we go. Bit of burst power there, 3,778 watts into 2 ohms, dropped to 14.73 volts. And 1 ohm burst. We're at 14.9 volts. Here we go, rated 5,500 watts. Nice, very nice burst power out of that. 6,838 watts into 1 ohm, dropping to 14.59 volts. So let me know what you guys think of that, if this is something you guys would want to see. And I'll throw up the performance review and we'll get a look inside this amp. So I'll catch you back on the bench in just a minute. What's up, guys? We are back on the bench. I've got the back plate off and we can get a better look at the Teampie JSS-5500. So I can't read anything on them smaller caps. Bigger caps, I believe it says 160 volt, 105 degrees Celsius. But pretty clean board. It's good looking inside. I don't know if this is similar to any other boards or any other amps. If you guys know, you can shout them out. Put a post below if you do know. But we can take a better look at the end caps now. Okay, we're back. I've got this end of the amp. So you can see they are a triple input, power and ground. We were able to fit 2 watt into there. So oversized Sky High and the like may fit. We did run dual inputs, and after looking at the current draw, all said and done, that may be a little redundant. So 1 sec and I'll flip it up to the other end. Alright, now I've got the other end of the amp open. You can see we do have an input and output with Tiffany style RCAs, a power and protect light. There's the gain knob. There is a subsonic filter from 10 to 50 hertz. There is a bass boost, the plug for your bass remote. Low pass filter goes from 35 to 250 Hertz. There is a phase switch. These are bridgeable. That is the master and slave switch and the slave output. And there is roughly 8 gauge speaker outputs. These amps do feature a clip limiter. I ran it with the clip limiter off. So there is that end of the amp. I am going to set this down and I'll join you once I got this set back down on the bench. Alright guys, I got that set back down. It's a heavy amp. So my thoughts on the amp, honestly, I mean, it performed well enough for a 5500 rated amp. It did its rated power, had some nice burst power. Seems to be built very nice. Those triple inputs are more than sufficient. This is an amp I would use those triple inputs and I wouldn't worry about using any dual inputs on them. Performed fine at 1 ohm on the dyno, did just fine. I'm sure this amp could be wired to 0.5 ohm in a vehicle and be just fine. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on these. You know, I will throw this out also. Ours weren't built any different than any other Teampie amps. If you guys order Teampie, this is what you get. And I do have a few of their other models to dyno. Whether or not I'll actually order more from them, we'll see after we get some vehicle testing. But that's it for the JSS-Teampie 5500. As always, I appreciate the subscribes. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Hit the thumbs up, hit the bell so that you know when we post a new video. Thank you for watching. Really do appreciate all my new viewers and my old ones. And we'll see you next time.